Like if you talk about something and you don't do it right away, someone else is gonna do it.
As Aristotle would say, human's greatest tragedy is imitation. What's going on, guys? It's your boy, Nico Scotty, aka Sir Steak a Lot, and we back with another episode of Meta-ish. Got one of the GOATs, man. One of the people who helped me learn how to play DeFi Kingdoms. They are a big YouTuber, big in the DeFi Kingdom space. TheHighIndian, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, bro? Much love, bro. We've been riding it out for a really long time. Like I think we were talking about since a little bit after the Gen Zeros we met through DeFi Kingdoms, and it's been quite a ride, my friend.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I want to say thank you for coming on Meta-ish, man. It really means a lot,
Well, first of all, I appreciate you having me on, man. You've been at A1 day one since like I started as a content creator, so just like to be able to come on and like help you do your thing, like I love it, man. I want to see you prosper. But to anyone out there watching, my name's TheHighIndian. I'm basically like a video content creator. I started my crypto content on YouTube, but then I kind of went over to TikTok because it's a lot easier to just start recording videos on your phone. It's definitely not easy starting a YouTube channel, especially if you know nothing about editing or like video software. So like, yeah, I'm like completely self-taught and stuff like that.
Yeah, okay, appreciate that, bro. And anytime, man. My first question, right? TheHighIndian, that name, right? That's what drew me in, and I want to know more about that name and why TheHighIndian. Where did you start? Why did you start? And what's your purpose with all of this?
That's actually a really great question. So to be honest, the TheHighIndian came from my Xbox gamer tag. One thing, the approach that I take to content creating and why I started it is kind of like how you told me. I was not able to sit there and watch 10 to 20 minute long YouTube videos because it was a lot of like not scam baiting, but
right.
They'd get you to watch like extra stuff that you didn't need to watch. It's like they'd drag you to your end's wit and then get to the very end, and like what they said wasn't even helpful, or like you waited so long that you're just like, oh, why did I even do this? But that's why I like started making my videos. I was like, I don't have no purpose to go out there and just like, make people watch endless like minutes of nothing, or just like, like try to pull you in and just like keep your attention. Yeah, clickbait basically. Yeah. And so it was like, okay, I'm just gonna get straight to the point. Like it's going to be, if it's how to do something, we're gonna talk about how to do something right away. I'll give you my quick intro on what we're talking about, and then we just get straight right to it. And if we want to talk about other stuff, like I'll talk about it towards the end. Like, but mainly just getting content out there to where people understood it. Because like whenever I met you, which is like around the time DeFi Kingdoms launched, like maybe like not even like a month or two after, and that was my first big jump into Web3 and like learning about liquidity pools and staking and NFTs. Like before that, I thought crypto was just like a stock that you kind of just hold and like you wait for it to go up, and like hopefully it goes up and you can sell. And then I started learning it's much more than that through DeFi Kingdoms. And I was like, okay, well, I need to put like my people on, like everyone that's like been working 9 to 5. Like, I worked at like countless places, AutoZone, gas stations, Pizza Boy, and like just to see what you can just do on spending about 30 to 45 minutes a day on the internet. It's life changing, and I want to make sure that people know that.
That's really great, bro, and that's crazy to learn that, because I was starting around at the same time as well. I had just started working a new job is in a financial institution. So the knowledge that I came in with was about stocks, just like you. And I was working overnight, and I was in Discords, and I ran across DeFi Kingdoms, but I had to learn about liquidity pools and all that stuff too. So I actually learned from these guys called Whiteboard Crypto, and they just broke down the definitions. And now I had to jump in DeFi Kingdoms. And your videos, I was able to just learn so much about DeFi Kingdoms, and it helped a lot. So I was just starting out as well. but I started learning how to like, just basically flip your money, like invest into a project and get into the farm and do stuff like that. So through your Instagram, I see that you're launching your very own TheHighIndian NFTs, man. So tell us a little bit about that journey, and when did the idea first come up about this?
I knew it was inevitable eventually. Like a couple months ago, I was like, okay, too many people are asking for an NFT. But the thing is, like, to have your own NFT project, it's a lot of dedication. And, like, it's like you can make all these promises about what you're going to do.
Yeah.
But, like, you can't predict what's going to happen tomorrow. You're not even promised tomorrow, you know what I mean?
Fact.
And so I kind of just stayed away from it. I was like, I'm not going to do it just because I'm going to try to go too hard and I'm going to make like promises that I can't make. And I don't want to like jeopardize my reputation or anything like that. And so another TikToker reached out to me. Mm-hmm. His name is Alan, the NFT guy, and he launched his Crypto Cannibals, and he has a community as well on TikTok. And we're kind of similar in the sense that we're kind of just very transparent about everything. Like whether it's bullshit or just like L's in the crypto game or W's. Because, like a lot of people like posting their W's and get the follows. It's like, hey, we got the alpha. And I will literally show thousands of dollars in losses off whether it's an NFT purchase or whatever. And he kind of like shares that vibe with me.
Bro, and there's
and
so
we're
many
just
L's.
Like people that, exactly. Alan, the NFT guy, is basically helping me out with everything. They're going to be minting them onto a wallet, and they are doing all the art and everything, and they're not asking anything of me compensation-wise. They just want me to be a part of their team and, like, promote their project as well. So it's something that I can get behind. And the thing about the project is I have this big project, like, that I really want to do, but it's going to take developers, and it's going to take a lot of money. And I also don't want to talk about it because, like, I know that you noticed in the space, like, if you talk about something and you don't do it right away, someone else is going to do it.
Yeah.
And, like, it's not, you can't even get mad at it. Like, you can't even get mad at it because it's inevitable. Even if you're the first to do it, someone else is going to copy you. But that's with everything. It just is what it is.
As Aristotle would say, human's greatest tragedy is imitation. Or somebody, one of the philosophers would say. But look, that's humble, bro. And I'm happy for you. Congratulations with that. Godspeed, brother. I believe in you, and I'm riding behind you. And those NFTs look pretty smooth, and 420 is pretty funny. So, outside of your own NFTs now, right? What are some of like your favorite NFT projects that you've gotten into or that you might be looking into? And for the viewers, this is not financial advice.
I always tell people, like, don't do what I do. There's a lot, man. There's so many ways, from cryptos to NFTs. One thing I will always be bullish about is DeFi Kingdoms. I think it's just this sleeping juggernaut that's ready to blow up the entire world, and it already has. Like, it already has in a way, but it's just going to be even more than that.
Okay.
Let's see. Another one that I'm excited about is Chumby Valley. The first project to create Pokemon, but play to earn. It's gonna be very sick.
Like, it's crazy that Pokemon is now like starting to like pop now in media again. They're coming out with 2 new games. They just had that game for the Switch if you're into that. But yeah, I agree.
Yeah, bro. It blew up. Like, what we're around the same age, right? You grew up playing the Pokemon games. Like, we were like, we didn't realize how popular it would be. Otherwise, I would have been storing all my Pokemon cards, even the games.
Keeping the Game Boy.
I seen like a sealed copy of like Pokemon Fire Red for the Game Boy Advance, like, goes for well over like $300 or something like that.
All right. So,
and then let's not talk about the Charizard cards, man.
The Pokemon cards. My niece collects them right now.
It blew up, and it ain't going nowhere.
My next question: to give the viewers some non-financial advice, what makes an NFT project worth investing in? Or, like, what are some rules that you would say this is a good project, or this is not even a good project?
Well, as long as they have their investors in mind. The whole point about these projects is to be as decentralized as possible. So, like, Ultimately, the people that invest in the project should decide what happens. Like, to a larger extent, I'd say not to a lesser extent. And so, like, any project that has the community in mind, man,
Right.
that's my main thing. Like with Web3, like this whole transition from like apps, from like, we download on the iOS store or the App Store or whatever,
Right.
and we'll pay money in game and kind of just get nothing from it. We'll invest thousands and thousands, like little kids or whatever, and then we get none of that back. So the whole idea of being able to like log in with a wallet and like you're putting up your money, it's like, okay, well, if I put up my money, I'm going to get rewarded for keeping your project going because essentially I'm an investor in it,
Yo, bro, so I'm not gonna front. Before you just said that, I didn't know what Web3 was. Like, I'm acting like I'm down and I understand everything, but I ain't get it.
Ah,
So,
that's what it's all about, bro. We learn things every single day. Like that,
yeah.
just for someone to say they know Web3 or DeFi or blockchain technology, it's not true because we're barely scratching the surface of what it can be. So, like, just to break it down, like, this is how I break down Web3 to people, and I think it's, like, very easy to understand. I saw it in, like, a meme or something. So, like, with Web1, we'd log in with our emails and our passwords, right?
Okay.
And so we'd have access to whatever, eBay and stuff like that, Facebook, God knows what else, where we could spend money on advertising, on trying to start a business, or play a game, mainly play a game. Like if you want to log into like World of Warcraft or League of Legends or whatever it is and pay money in the game, then you'd pay. Then we transitioned over to like Web 2, which is basically we can log in with our Facebook or our Gmail, like all across the board. You know what I mean? There was like, you didn't have to like have an exact email just for whatever it is. You could like use your Gmail for Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and connect them all.
Okay.
And then with Web 3, in order to have access, you have a wallet.
That's hard. That's hard.
Yeah. Imagine like one day, like that's why I say if Twitter ever goes down, I'll be happy. Because it essentially, like the people that are driving this engagement and driving people to Twitter and driving advertisers to like pay money on Twitter is because people are live. People are fucking lit. Like on Twitter, on TikTok, on YouTube, or wherever. So like the idea of whenever we post a tweet and it goes viral, or we post a video and it goes viral, we get rewarded for that, not with likes and retweets for dopamine, but with monetary value. Like, yeah, that's the Web3. Yeah. To me, at least, that's my understanding of it.
Speaking of TikTok, speaking of YouTube, and just Twitter, and moving into Web3, what would be some business side advice for success for some people like me trying to start out? Because I basically am creating this personality like of Sir Steak a lot, and other people are doing the same as Anons, but instead of just logging in for the social media Web2 aspect, they're now logging on to make money.
Yeah, no, I still have more games, especially for you. Oh man, the best way I could say it is just get involved, man. Like know your worth. Okay, I'll say this for you as a content creator, and then I'll say for people that aren't as content creators. And so you as a content creator have not an advantage, but you have a certain skill set. You're willing to go out on the internet and talk about something, put a voice behind something, put a face behind something, even if that's what you want to do. Some people don't have to. Like if you look at Climb Crypto, for example, I don't believe he shows his face in any of his videos.
Yeah, no,
but I watch his videos and I believe him, and I value what he says. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no cap. It's kind of like everybody's at the beginning of something right now. Because, Climb Crypto, he doesn't show his face. And, like, I take notes from all you guys, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. You should. Like, what's it called? And so that's the thing about as a content creator. You get involved in projects, and, like, they're gonna be willing to pay you to, put out content.
Yeah.
And so that's just one way that you can get started, man. And once you have the funds, then you can kind of like dabble into other things. Like, first of all, like obviously, you want to take profit and like put money on the side and be safe. If you're not a content creator, still get involved like with projects that are early. Like I know some people like stay away from projects because they don't have enough followers or subscribers in Discord. And it's like, you know, Rome wasn't built in a day. DFK wasn't built in a day. Like, you got to be involved and you got to be there early. If you're really passionate about the project, hopefully, like, the people that are in charge of the project see that. You can get hired as a moderator and stuff like that. There's, like, so many jobs in Web3 right now for content creators, for Medium article writers, for developers. Like, you see even, like, celebrities getting into it now because it's just crazy. So you can kind of be that person, but there's also the risk that comes with it because, like, I've been risky as hell lately. Like, I've been taking like offers on TikTok for NFT promotions, and like, as long as they are able to meet my price and I like the project, then it's cool. But like, I can't tell if they're gonna rug. You know what I mean? I try to catch a vibe for sure. But I've seen people. If Floyd Mayweather and Kim Kardashian or Antonio Brown can end up, you know, and supporting a rug on accident, I'm sure that they wouldn't do that on purpose. Yeah. But like, it could happen to me too, and it can happen to you as well. So that's kind of like where you gotta, you know, watch yourself.
My last question though is, what was it like transitioning from YouTube to TikTok? And you know, what's the difference between like long-handed content and short-handed content? I
was actually in TikTok before YouTube.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I just didn't talk about crypto. So I had about like 50K on TikTok, and then I quit, man. It was just toxic.
What was you doing on TikTok? I did not know that, bro.
I talking about anything from news to politics to whatever the hell I wanted, and people just wanted to listen, I guess, because you're gonna get a lot of love. Like, I get a lot of love, and that's why I keep going. But like, sometimes it's like just one comment that's bad can outweigh all of that. Truth be told, if I have a purpose, one of the best comments that I had ever seen, someone like was in the DeFi Kingdoms Discord, and he was like, "Thank you. Now I'm spending more time in like Web3 in the DeFi Kingdoms Discord." And I'm like, that is good. The less time people spend on TikTok, the better. So if I go out there and I make videos and they stop watching just because they're so involved into Web3, because I feel like TikTok is making us dumber.
Appreciate that, bro, for answering these questions. That was pretty lit, bro. And like I said, sauce as usual. All right, so before you go, bro, we're going to play a quick little game that I created. It's called Who Wants to Be a Cryptonaire? It's going to be crypto-related questions. They're pretty funny. What do you think? What do you think?
Yeah, I love it, bro. Hell yeah. Like I said, I love this.
Say less. First question is going to be, if you had to come up with an NFT weed strain, what would you name it?
Ooh. Man, I'd probably call it Web3.
That's hard. Okay, bet. And now,
at the top of my head,
for the next one, you got to finish this phrase, and it goes like this. Probably
nothing.
All right, say less. All right, so which NFT is pushing P? You're going to have 4 choices, and you can pick through them, all right?
All right.
Trippy Redheads, Squid Game Token, Holy Grail, or Unlock Jewels.
Oh, man. Unlock Jewels.
Unlock Jewels are pushing P. Facts.
Yeah.
All right. Last question. It's going to be, what's the most expensive NFT project? And there's a correct answer for this one. For this one, I got 4 choices, and they are CryptoPunks, Bored Ape, The Merge, and Human One.
So the most expensive one sold?
Yes, sir.
I believe it's a Bored Ape.
I'm gonna front. I don't know. I thought it was Bored Ape, but they said that the most expensive to sell is the Merge.
The Merge?
It was sold for $91.8 million.
Sheesh.
Facts, bro. That's the end of the game. I appreciate you for playing. Like I said, there's no reward.
No, hey man, doing this interview was a reward itself. I really appreciate you having me on, man. Thank you.
No, I appreciate you, gang. For real.
Appreciate it, bro. I love you, man. And like I said, if you ever need to reach out, just reach out.
Appreciate that, gang. Love you too, bro. And good luck with everything, bro. Like I said, bro, I'm riding behind you, bro. So let's get it.
All right, brother.
And much success.
Much love.